Hi, my name is ZaKaiRan, and welcome to another one of my outrageously amazing, insanely enlightening master keys of creation about how to be the unlimited master of creation that you truly are, to easily attract the joy, well-being, abundance, and freedom that you desire, and literally make all your dreams come true, and be a conscious and deliberate creator of your desires, and have a ton of fun here on planet Earth. Please visit my website for tons of self-empowering goodies to help you achieve that. And come visit my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel and my podcast channel entitled The Master Keys of Creation, where there is tons and tons and tons of goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality and have a shitload of fun here on planet Earth. So here we go now. Death is not a tragedy because death does not exist. Everyone is immortal source. And no one actually ever dies. Only the body dies. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so knowing what I know about reality in the cosmos, it is tragically hilarious when I see an obituary or a story where a person is described to have tragically died, or someone alive has experienced a tragic loss because someone has croaked. Because I know that when that person, quote, died, they didn't think it was a tragedy for a second. And in fact, I know all they felt was complete relief and complete ecstasy when they left their body and went to heaven, so to speak. Because the truth is, when anyone dies, they immediately 100% release everything from their physical life and enter pure, positive, unconditional love, which is their natural state of being. They go back to their source state, their divine source, unconditional loving state of pure joy, pure love, pure well-being, and infinite abundance. And all of their dramas and traumas and pain on earth is now 100% gone and means absolutely nothing, and they have no regrets whatsoever and don't even think about the past. And they do not grieve losing their loved ones who are still on planet Earth, because technically they haven't gone anywhere, they haven't lost anything, and they feel even more connected to their loved ones on planet Earth in a much more enlightened, divine, high vibrational way, because everyone that dies is still interested in what's going on down here on planet Earth. They do not disconnect from it, feel separate from it. They feel even more connected to it. Hence why people often feel their past loved ones around them when they croak. They're not haunting them, so to speak. They're just interested in what they're doing because they love them. Anyone and everyone who dies, so to speak, no longer has any regrets or judgments about their past life, no matter what horrendous things that they supposedly did. Not even the genocidal maniacs and terrorists and serial killers and gangsters and murderers and rapists. No one feels guilty when they die, and no one is judged by anyone, including themselves. In fact, everyone is 100% welcomed with open arms and open hearts back to source, back to love, back to their true natural state of divinity and love and source and abundance and joy. And no, there's no such place as hell. There's no judgment because we're all source, and there's no such thing as assertion. There's only attraction. There's no such thing as victimhood. So even the victims of the many holocausts and wars, well, they attracted those experiences. Yep, that's right. Big mic drop on that one, eh? There's no such thing as a victim in this attraction-based universe. There's no such thing as assertion. Nothing and no one can assert their quote-unquote evil will upon you without you attracting it. And whether you are a big-ass evil genocidal maniac or a big-ass poor me victim, Either way, you both created both of those situations and you lined up with each other vibrationally. You attracted each other. Unconsciously, you attracted each other, but nevertheless, every experience is 100% attracted based on your positive or negative thinking. And based on how much you are thinking about what you don't like and don't want rather than what you do like and do want. So 100% of every soul goes straight to heaven, so to speak, straight to 100% pure positive energy, straight back to the source of their sourceness, their divinity, their godness of love, pure unconditional love, when their bodies die. Because we're all immortal, divine spirits, and no one ever actually dies. We are immortal. We are infinite. And when a soul leaves a body, regardless of the circumstances of the death or even near-death experience where they haven't died but then they go back, gentle or tragic, it matters not to the soul, because as soon as they leave the body, it's 100% a complete, joyful, ecstatic celebration. No exceptions. It's a party every time, because who we all truly are as Source is pure, positive energy, pure, unconditional love. We're all perfectly divine and 100% pure joy and unconditional love and infinite abundance. Who we truly are as Source is 100% pure, unlimited, infinite love and power, with the complete power to literally create anything we want and literally create new worlds. No one is remotely faulty or sinful or unworthy in any way, or helpless in any way, or powerless in any way, or unworthy or not good enough. No matter how anyone appears or what they do, everyone is pure, positive, divine love and joy and infinite abundance. And as Source beings inhabiting human bodies, as humans, we also have the same Source love characteristics as the Source beings we all truly are on the non-physical dimension, if you want to use that terminology. And we are all born as pure Source, which is why we love babies so much. Not just because they're cute, but because they still carry their natural, original Source frequency. But like every soul who gets into a body, society soon kicks the Sourceness right out of them and gets them to believe that they are faulty and unworthy and sinful and helpless and powerless and should be shameful and feel guilty, etc., and try to prove their worth, etc., rather than reminding them how awesome and infinitely magnificent and unlimited and powerful they are. But regardless of what lies a person bought into as humans, as soon as they kick the proverbial bucket, they immediately remember their infinitely awesome magnificence. No exceptions. And step fully back into that infinitely powerful, immortal, unconditionally loving Source self. So, if all of that is so good for the person who croaks, then what's the big-ass tragedy? Why do we feel so bad when somebody dies? Why do we grieve? And why do some people even grieve so much they fucking die? When someone takes, a dirt nap, it's only the humans left behind that feel like it's a tragedy, that feel great loss, that grieve. And not just because that person was nice and loved, etc. It's because most humans have forgotten that they are Source. They've forgotten that they are, in fact, love itself. So humans believe that you get love from other humans or from God or from animals, or they believe that they need to get love from other humans or from God or animals or nature or whatever in order to feel good and feel loved and feel worthy, etc. But because there's no such thing as assertion, that means no one can actually give love to you. But what people do for us is when they love us and admire us, when they give us love and shower us with affection, well, we then focus on them in very positive ways. And we feel good. And anytime you focus on anything or anyone in positive ways, you feel wonderful. You feel joyful. You feel who you truly are as source. You feel your true nature of love and joy, because you truly are as source always focuses and always is, which is in purely positive direction, and your source, who you truly are as source, always feels 100% joyful, 100% abundant. So when you are loving someone, so is your source, and you feel great because you are in alignment with your source, and you're in alignment with your true nature of joy. When you are playing the victim game and looking at someone with disdain, when you're looking at things about them that you don't like, you feel bad because your source is not looking at anyone with disdain, and your source is never looking at unlovable, unlikable things. So put simply, we use each other as a way to feel connected to who we truly are as source, and we also use each other as a way to feel disconnected to who we truly are as source. We do that unconsciously, of course, but nonetheless we do it when we focus on negative things. And when someone croaks, or in the case of relationships, when someone breaks up with us, or we feel the same grief, or even when they cheat on us, or love someone else, or fuck somebody else, well, we feel a similar levels of grief, because the person we formerly used to connect ourselves to source is now gone, or is now no longer giving us that affection. They're giving it to somebody else. And then, of course, we start thinking about them in negative ways. So we feel bad. And when you feel bad, when you're thinking in negative, limited, judgmental ways, you disconnect yourself from source and you feel bad. But the truth is, you haven't lost anything when someone dies or someone breaks up with you. Your source hasn't gone anywhere. You can't disconnect from who you truly are as source. You can play the game of disconnection from source by looking at unwanted things and being angry and feeling guilty or shameful or helpless or powerless or not good enough or unworthy. Or you can play the game of disconnection from source by judging yourself or judging others or doubting yourself or feeling disrespected, etc., which temporarily makes you feel disconnected from your own source, from your true natural state of joy and love, but only because you're looking in the opposite direction as your source. And so you feel terrible and abandoned by God, so to speak. Or in the case of humans, you feel abandoned by other humans. But none of that is actually true, because who you truly are as source never ever disconnects from you, because it is you. Your source is you, and you are it. God is you, and you are God. To use old-fashioned terminology, you are source, even though you feel like a limited human. But you are not limited in any way. You are an unlimited, all-powerful, infinite source human. You are source, and source is you. You are God, and God is you. And who you are as source never judges you as human in any way whatsoever. Never judges what you do, never judges what you say, never judges what you think. It's only the human you that judges yourself and judges others. The source you has 100% complete faith in you. It's only the human you that doubts yourself. The source you knows you have the complete power to be, do, and have anything and everything you desire with zero limitations whatsoever. But the human you is the one that doubts, which of course is not your natural state. The source you knows you have the complete power to be, do, and have whatever you want. and that you have zero limitations. You're unlimited. You're immortal. Because Source knows it, which is who and what you truly are, has no limitations. It's only the human you who has forgotten the Source you, that believes you are limited and not good enough, or not talented enough, or faulty, or sinful, etc. The Source you knows that everything can be easy and fun. And it's as easy to create $1 as it is to create $1 million. It's only you that believes there's a difference. And one is much harder than another. Who you truly are, Source does not see anything as a problem. No matter how dramatic or tragic the alleged insurmountable problem seems to be. It's only the human you who believes in limitation and victimhood and believes in the worthiness of struggle and sacrifice that believes things are tragic catastrophes. So understand that when any human or animal dies, they have no regrets and they all go to pure, positive, unconditional love. They all go back to Source. And it's a big party. And if humans knew that, instead of having morbid, sad funerals, they would have grand parties instead when somebody dies. Kind of like how the Irish do. They have a big party. And instead of thinking about what they have lost because that person now is gone, they would only think about what they have gained and what their loved one has also gained. And they would now connect to the unlimited, unconditional, loving, infinitely joyful Source self that person is now living. Rather than missing their body and human personality and the connection that they had from using them as an excuse to connect to their own Source when they focused in positive directions on that person. Because you can still have that same connection, you've just got to look at what you've gained and where they are now and who they truly are now, not what you've lost and where they were. And when you are connected to your own Source, because you practice connecting to who you truly are as Source, everything I have spoken of is easy. And even when the dearest of persons loses their mortal coil, you grieve not at all, or for only about 5 minutes, and instead rejoice for their new beginnings and what they have gained and what you gained, because now you have another infinite, unlimited Source being 100% unconditionally supporting you on your joyful, abundant Source human journey. So, I hope that you enjoyed my podcast. Death is not a tragedy because death does not exist. And it helps you to realize that everyone is a mortal Source, and you are a mortal Source. And you cannot die. No one else ever dies. Their body dies, yes. But the soul, the spirit, never, ever, 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 ever dies. And it helps you to realize how amazing you are, how infinite you are. And you live that on planet Earth. So, if you got something from this, and I know you did because it was amazing, as all of my podcasts are, please share it with your friends and bless them with these amazing teachings. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and my podcast channel, The Master Keys of Creation, containing a cavalcade of wonderful, amazing goodies to help you again become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality. Come visit me at ZaKaiRan.com for lots and lots more supportive goodies to help you create the happiness, health, wealth, and abundance and freedom you desire. My name is ZaKaiRan, and I help success-minded and joy-minded and fun-minded and adventurous-minded people create the happy, abundant lifestyle you love. Thanks again for watching my video or listening to this podcast. And I wish you immense joy and abundance on your magnificent journey of divine creation. And, of course, remember to make life a holiday. Woohoo!